Hello, #1 fan of Tracer's Feet here, and today we actually are having a different kind of video. Recently, I've done a couple tier lists in the past couple months or so, and you guys seem to really like the tier list, so I'll actually be going over that. I've spent an egregious amount of time in competitive Overwatch recently. I've actually looked at my hours. I have like 867 hours of competitive Overwatch, like including Overwatch 1 and 2, which I need to go outside. So in this video, actually, we're going to be ranking all of the Overwatch heroes. I have S tier, which obviously knows S tier, you know, above A, great, go to down, no really any big flaws to the kit. A, which is like, you know, almost flawless. There are a couple of really minor things, but overall the kit's pretty strong. B, C, D, E. I have question mark because we kind of have some characters in here that are kind of weird. Either I don't have enough experience played with this character, or I have not encountered them enough in competitive and Overwatch 2 specifically to really give my objective opinion. All right, so starting off with Ana. So Ana actually recently got a buff, and I would actually put Ana in S. There's really nothing I would say downfall of Ana, honestly. I mean, her healing is 75 a shot now. Sleep is absolutely nuts. The anti is very good. The problem is that Kiriko is her hardest counter, and spoiler alert, Kiriko is very high up on this list as well. But there's really, like, if say I'm playing an off heal, right? So say I'm playing Zenyatta or I'm playing Lucio, my first inclination is to automatically switch to Ana because of how much she provides for the team, and her damage is pretty good too. Like 75 a shot, you can I think you can 3-tap all of the squishy DPS, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe all the anybody that's 200 you can 3-tap. Yeah, she's just very good. The anti's strong, she's strong, a very strong kit. She doesn't have any movement abilities, but that's what the sleep is for. So if you're in a duel or something, that's timing and proper use of. But yeah, Ana's great. Love Ana. Ashe. I want to say Ashe is A, but I want to lean. I kind of lean towards S, but I don't know. Ashe is one of these, you know, Ashe is one of these like high skill floor DPS where if you have a bad Ashe, it'll be very apparent. If you have a good Ashe who's actually doing her job, making sure all the squishies are pressured and make sure they're playing their corners, disrupting team formations and stuff like that. This is hard. I'm trying to think of any downsides with Ashe. I mean, obviously her, you know, her up close game, if like a Sombra or a Tracer really get on her, she doesn't have that much to do. But I don't really have anything. I mean, her fire rate kind of sucks when you're ADSing, but as opposed to like Widow. But I mean, I like her. Her damage fall off, it can be felt a little bit if you're like from far away as opposed to Widow, but overall I think she's pretty good. Her ultimate, Bob, people have kind of adjusted to Bob at this point, but I mean, Bob's obviously really effective if you get in their backline and then start and Bob in and you kind of pinch them. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't want to move her to S. I kind of want to keep her here. There's nothing in my mind that's like explosive about putting Ashe in S. And again, also this is just my opinion, so don't get all butthurt. My man Baptiste going in S tier. Baptiste, I have nothing to complain about Baptiste. I love his healing, I love his damage. His ult's a little it's good, it's very good. A lot of what you'll also see is where people will kind of solo ult with their BAP, where they will get high ground, or they will attempt to like get in the backline or something like that, and they'll try to assassinate the enemy team. They will pop that window and again kind of pinch them, or they'll be off to the side or something. They'll throw that immortality down, and they'll start putting in damage. And the Baptiste's damage is really good. It's actually crazy. It took me a while to get used to his recoil. For some reason, I feel like the recoil in Overwatch 1 is way different in Overwatch 2. I've adjusted by this point now, but when I first played Overwatch 2, it felt way different. Yeah, Baptiste, really good. I love his healing. I love his damage. I don't have anything to complain about Baptiste. His exo boots are a little kind of neat little gimmick. It's getting him out of certain situations you don't want to be in. Yeah. Bastion. Bastion's very team dependent. So what I mean is that you need to rely on your supports pretty much to get them. Nah, I'm keeping him in C. So here's the thing: if you have a coordinated team enough, and you can put so much pressure on one Bastion. Now I believe he does have damage reduction, like a little bit of damage reduction in his turret form, but it's nothing like crazy. But I mean, nah, like literally, you can just get out of the way of his turret, wait for the cooldown, and then just expose him because he doesn't have the self heal anymore. And so he's very support dependent. And the thing is that when your supports are getting pressed, he can put out damage, sure, if he's getting mercy pocketed or he's, God forbid, he's in a Kiriko. Oh, that is some of the scariest shit I've ever seen in this game. Whole hog and Bastion turret mode are just the bane of my existence as a support main in Overwatch 2, as far as like ultimates go. But nah, he I don't know, man. I just like the Reaper just absolutely pees on him. If he just gets behind him, so does Genji. Yeah, Sombra can hack him pretty easily. If you put so many resources into this character, and if you do it correctly, it's very high reward. If you don't do it correctly, you're throwing, essentially you're pumping all this healing to this Bastion, and if the entire team knows that this Bastion's a problem and they know how to focus him, and you have the Hanzo storm arrowing his ass and all this stuff and putting pressure on him, like he's not gonna get anything done. I mean, Sigma can get real close to him. I've actually been playing a lot of Junker Queen recently, and she like up close, I'll just like move past their tank as Junker Queen. I'll hit him with the lightning bolt because he's a little slower. I'll hit him with the guitar slash what the fuck it's called, Carnage, whatever, and then just start like box him up, and he can't do shit about it. It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know. Bastion just way too many resources for him to be. Way too many resources need to be pulled into him for him to be effective. So I don't know. Brig, yeah, Brig is just not. Oh my god. So in case you don't know, when they buffed Orissa's Terror Surge and they added Ramattra to the game where he can punch through shields, they inadvertently nerfed Brig with this. Now, here's the thing, and I talked about this in the previous video, but like Brig's playstyle, how to properly play her, is so counterintuitive to the lore. So it's the complete opposite. You have to poke with Whiplash. Excuse me. You have to poke with her whip shot. You have to keep your shield up a lot of the time, or just play in a corner, and then you're sending out repair packs, and you're just waiting on the repair packs to be on cooldown if you don't have a whip shot. It's fucking bad. Now, she can be effective if you have a tank. It's really, really aggressive, and they know how to body block properly, and their positioning is good, and they know how to, not like just be a meat shield all the time. They know how to play with some semblance of safety. But I don't know, man. Brig is just not. She's not fun to play right now. She's not fun to play. Too many people can get over on Brig, man. They're talking about reworking her ultimate. I don't know what that is going to be. I'd be very curious. But they added 50 to her shield, man. But it doesn't fucking matter. My chair is squeaking. Up next, Cole Cassidy, S tier. I don't know. There's really like his kit is very, very, very basic. I don't know. I mean, his gun, that 6 shooters is absolutely nuts. I mean, you literally, like, if you manage to get a flank on like a sniper or something like that, you can just not flashbang. I keep thinking about Overwatch 1. You can literally just like hit the magnet grenade, shoot him one time, and almost likely just die. Then you just body shot him in the chest and they'll just die. I would say body shot him in the chest. Overwatch, it doesn't matter where you shoot them, but yeah. You literally just magnet grenade a Widow, shoot her in the chest, and she's just dead. There's nothing you can do. His headshot damage is crazy. His roll is really good when it reloads. I don't really see any downsides with Cassidy. There's nothing to complain about with Cassidy. Doomfist. Now, I actually have to call up DJ for this, but he's out of the country. I don't play a lot of Doomfist. I think he's in a decent spot right now. I'm gonna put him in A. I think Doom's in an okay spot right now. I might move him up. His ult's still pretty predictable, but if you're a character like Zenyatta doesn't have any movement abilities, you gotta play really, really weird. The amount of stuns that he can pull off on another tank is pretty ridiculous. I mean, his movement's still pretty crazy. But he's not not as bad as he was like during the Godfist meta or whatever. Actually, I'll put him in A. I think he's definitely he's definitely usable now. At this point, I like. All right, we got D.Va. Oh, I don't know, man. Like Ramattra beats the fuck out of D.Va. Like he pees on her. Like her shot, like her primary fire. I'm trying not to grade these characters on like other characters, but like I had to do it with Bastion, so I have to be consistent. Her Matrix is really good. Everybody knows that, especially time of the Matrix. Her primary fire is still pretty good for diving in, putting pressure on people. Frontline D.Va, in my experience, has not worked the best pretty much ever, and she's a dive tank for get in the back line and harass the squishy and all that. I don't know, man. Too many of these tanks beat her up. I don't know. Next up is Echo. I mean, Echo is pretty fragile. She gets torn up by pretty much all of the DPS on this list except for like Mei. I mean, I don't know, man. Echo is just so fragile, and I'm gonna put her actually in the I don't know because like how many hours do I have? How many hours do I have on Echo? I'm curious. I feel like I'm not in a position to talk about her at all. Yeah, I have about 2 hours played on Echo. I don't know, man. I mean, her ult is fine. It's just really that beam and the stickies that are really problems. I don't know. I don't. It's case by case basis as far as Echo's going, man. I don't know. I really don't. She's not bad, but she's not like, oh my god, there's an Echo. I don't know. I'm gonna keep her in there. I can't. I don't. Genji, ass at the moment. Dude, I want to put him in here. I'm gonna keep him in here. This is just its own separate category. Hold on, let me change the color real quick. This is its own separate thing, man. I'm anticipating they're gonna gut Genji again. I don't know why. Like, obviously, like their excuse was when he went to 5v5, he felt oppressive because of the movement speed bonus, and so they nerfed him. But then when the movement speed bonus got taken away, he didn't get anything to compensate for it. It was just really weird decisions by this company. Hanzo, like B, maybe A. I'll put him in A. I'll put Hanzo in there. I mean, I don't even know when the last time Hanzo got touched. I mean, besides his like scatter shot. I mean, bow and arrow, dragons is good, clears point, clears an objective. Yeah. Junka Queen. She's like in between. She's like a B minus. I'll put her in B. Right now, the buffs she got actually pretty good. She's still very support dependent. Now, a lot of these tanks are, it's like Diva. I mean, Diva can fly to her parapack, but she's so fucking big. It's pretty easy to shoot. Diva, Doomfist is pretty support reliant. Really, when I say report like that, there aren't as support reliant. I'm really talking about you, and you. These three are what I'm talking about. They are properly know how to play tank. They are damn near unkillable. It is wild. I mean, Junker Queen's, you know, she's really good at brawling. She is probably one of the most fun play styles to play with as far as this game goes. But I don't know, man. You can get cooked very easily with Junker. I mean, Bastion can spray her down if he's back away far enough. Fucking Junkrat can eat her alive if you're not careful. Reaper, not really. I mean, tank buster Reaper. Moira can just annoy the shit out of me with Junker Queen. She can kind of box with Hog, and she can kind of stay. Hog is so wide, it's very easy to get her carnage and keep that up. But if you get hooked, like, and you're like 200, you're just probably gonna die. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've just had some really fun games where I'm playing as Junker Queen and I'm fighting an Orisa, and then Orisa just won't stay dead. But I'll just like keep throwing my knives into her. I keep hitting her with the carnage swing or whatever, and it's actually really fun. It's really fun. I got a lot to sustain from her, so I don't know. I like Junker Queen a lot. I hate this fucking rat. I hate him. He's like a B. He's like here. He's like okay. I mean, like, if you're a DPS worth their salt, they'll just hear him and they'll just fucking kill him. But the problem is that I main support and he just runs up behind you. He can be deceptively quiet, and he'll just like mine you and you're dead. Like, he'll just mine you. He'll just shoot you once and then just mine you and you're fucking. His ult, I cannot fucking stand his ult. I think his ult is way too fast. It goes on for way too long. If they've nerfed the speed a little bit and then like cut the cooldown timer by like a second or two, I'd be fine. But I think it's preposterous stuff. Because the thing is also, I don't play, if you don't play a hit scan character, you kind of just have to pray. Kiriko S. I mean, did you expect anything different? Her damage, obviously, that's not the main focal point. Her focal point is the goddamn onion that she throws on the ground is ridiculous. The Suzu being able to cancel out all status effects in this game is a very scary thing to talk about. As well as just also just canceling out damage for that entire instance as well. It makes me nervous. It makes me nervous whatever kind of tech we'll be seeing in the future as far as this game goes, because like Kiriko is strong. I mean, the 3 times damage multiplier on headshots is pretty good, but I mean, like, I play on console, so I don't see a lot of like really crazy like Kiriko play of the games, like headshots and shit like that anyway. But like, yeah, her healing is ridiculous. I mean, her healing is also pretty easy. You literally just like, you have to just generally aim in their direction, they'll be fine. Like, it's, yeah, Kiriko, great, fantastic design. My man Lucio, I want to say I'll put Lucio in A. I'll put him in A, because the thing is that it's very easy to have a bad Lucio on your team who will just heal bot. They will never speed. They won't speed through an ult or anything like that. They will strictly just stay on speed. It can happen. You'll see it in a lot of lower ranks or something like that, where you have to Reddit Lucio, or they're just like beating their DPS up in the back while the front line is suffering because there's a fucking Orisa that won't die. You know what I mean? Beat is one of the best abilities in this entire game. Beat, is there anything that negates beat entirely? Sombra's ult, I think, and a Diva bomb point blank. Like, I mean, like literally like right in front of you, I think would kill you. So yeah, I don't think nothing else cancels out. May's like she's here. She's in here. She's not great. I mean, like I literally just don't get close to her. Oh yeah, also another thing, Junkrat isn't even like limited by height either. He can just mine himself or double mine himself to any place. Most places and just assassinate you. So it's, oh yeah, also Kiriko's teleport. I didn't talk about Kiriko's teleport. Kiriko's teleport is very good. I mean, her primary fire is okay. It hits hard, but it's a little bit of a slower projectile. It's pretty loud too. Her ultimate's still pretty good, you know, clearing point off and all that. It's that primary fire is just really annoying. If you have a team, you pretty much always win a fight against either by herself or other people, because they'll just, the thing about it is that when she's spraying like you down like this, her sides are completely open, and like you're getting slowed down, but you're gonna get frozen, but you can still kind of fight back, and then also other people from around her can kind of fight back as well. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I just like B tier, maybe. Mercy, I gotta be careful what I say about Mercy. As far as Mercy goes, Mercy, you'll see this a lot with people that have like a metric ass load of ego. They'll say, get off of Moira, get off of Zen, play a real healer, play Mercy. You'll see it a lot of like Plat. They'll be like, oh, we give us a real healer. Mercy is not a real healer. Mercy, I think Mercy does the least amount of healing besides Zen or Lucio. She's around there. She's not a bad T. She's not a Ana or a Moira. Like, her healing can suck ass sometimes. Like not sometimes, but like her healing can just be straight. Yeah, her healing's okay. The majority of Mercy's value is damage boosts as well as the revives. Those can totally change around pretty much any and all team fights, especially if you revive someone with an ult or something like that, or it's like a late game, you know, S-score and Ramattra gets res and he has his ult and they don't expect it. It's stuff like that. I'll put Mercy in B probably. Like her by her, like it just. No, I'll put her in A. I'll put Mercy in A. She's pretty helpless. Like that gun that she has is pretty PP. I despise Moira. I hate Moira. I think I fucking hate. Like it just those like, you know, those Moiras that will just like fade in to your backline and you're playing support and they will just like hold that primary fire, that primary suck, and just like bounce back and forth so you can't hit them but they can hit you because there's such a big like this massive hitbox for some fucking reason on that destruction or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't stand. Her ult's really good. Her fade's pretty good. People keep saying Moira's dog shit. I don't so. Her healing's pretty good. It's kind of awkward though when she runs out, but you can just throw an orb and you'll be fine for the remainder and just like suck up a little bit. But yeah, I mean Moira, if she doesn't have fade, she's pretty fucking useless. So like Reaper just eats her up. Any hit scan can shit on her pretty easy because she can't get to them. Yeah, Orisa, God, why? Orisa is crazy. She counters Hog pretty hard. She counters Doomfist pretty hard. She can be damn near unkillable. The amount of sustain she can get if you have a pretty mid support is crazy. Her damage is nuts. I don't really see a downside with the Orisa. I mean, I don't have a shield, but you can literally just she's just this big ass walking brick. She's nuts. Far as like a I'm not even shit. Yeah, I mean, Pharah without a pocket is pretty. I'm putting her right. Pharah without a pocket sucks ass, like a hot asshole, like off, because she's so fragile. Her projectiles are so slow. But the thing is that if she's pocketed, they hit hard. They can kill you faster. You'll see a lot of Pharahs. They will like on console mainly, but they'll go above you. Directly above you to where you like really can't aim. It's kind of hard. It drags, and it'll shoot you from down there. It'll go on top of your head. Where it's easy for you to look down, but not as easy to look up. And they'll do that. But without a pocket, she sucks ass. Her ult's I mean, it's fast, it's scary, but you can hear her very clearly if she's going behind you. Ramattra. Now Ramattra, I'm putting him in A. He with that buff he got, he's strong. He's very strong. He is a bit more support dependent than I would like. More so in his Omnic form than his Nemesis form. His Nemesis form, he gets the 200%, or he gets the 200%. In Nemesis form, he gets the 200 armor or whatever, as well as he can get the moving speed increase. And then in his Omnic form, he gets the shield, like the slow down, the devour them or whatever the fuck it. Yeah. Annihilation is one of the scariest ults in this game, more so than Diva Bomb in my opinion. I really don't. I like. It's like you have. I played a game last night. It was Eichenwald. It was the second right before the castle segment. And I was playing Baptiste. I was healing my Ramattra. It was literally just me and Ramattra. Ramattra had his Annihilation up. He was low. I put an Immortality on him. I kept healing him. I kept pumping a bunch of healing into him. We run the round because they literally could not kill Ramattra because he has the damage incoming reduced in Annihilation, as well as he was blocking, and so he was damn near unkillable because I was still pumping healing into him. It was, yeah, Ramattra, especially like Nano and a Lucio speed boost, oh my god, yeah. Ramattra can just pretty much kill any squishy in their backline. There's not a lot they can do about it. He does require a lot more attention from supports, so you kind of can't DPS as much with this Ramattra on your team. He's still very good. His shield cooldown was still pretty bad on launch, but they ended up patching that I believe 2 weeks after too. But yeah, Reaper's like Reaper, you can't you can, you know, Reaper just, you know, close up tank buster. Any hit scan from far away can kind of shit on him. There's nothing they can do. Or any hit scan from far away can kind of shit on him and just do whatever. He can teleport, but you can hear him coming. You can kind of get out of the way. Or you can bait him. It's just, I don't know. He's like, out of his Wraith, he's pretty not. He's all right. Reaper's all right. Reaper's all right. Reinhardt, God, man, he needs something. There is so much in this game to disincentivize you to play Reinhardt disincentivize you to play Reinhardt because Ramatra's punches go through Reinhardt's shield. Doomfist can stun Reinhardt. Orisa can just pepper his shield down until it breaks. Joker Queen can brawl and literally heal herself while she's boxing up a Reinhardt and keep a pretty decent distance from him if she wants to. Oh my god. Hog, I don't want to talk about Hog. I'm not going to. Sigma asks as well. Sigma, he's gotten so much. He might go in A, actually. Sigma's gotten so much play recently. The amount of survivability he gets off the kinetic grasp is crazy. His kinetic grasp is absolutely fantastic. The rock for the stun is great. Stun people out of ults and all that. His shield has some ability. His ult's okay. Getting people off card and putting pressure on supports and all that. His ult's, yeah, I like Sigma. Up close, he's a little scary because how slow it takes for his projectiles to go. It's literally yeah, you know. Soujorn is like a She's not as scary without a pocket, but she's still like very scary with a pocket, but she's not as bad as she once was. They kind of not gutted her, but they made a lot of necessary adjustments, we'll just say, to Soujorn, which are much needed. So yeah, I don't think I really need to go. Soldier is like a Soldier's damage is it's more steady and constant than say Ashe or Cassidy, but obviously the damage. Okay, Soldier's damage per shot is lower than a Cass or a Ashe, and like the sprint's cool. It's nice. I like it. I like the heal, but like 2 headshots for a Cass takes way. Oh, actually, no. I have to see. It would depend because I don't know. Because Cass has the grenade. Soldier has the Helix rockets, which are cool, but you gotta kind of aim those like around their feet, like right, not in front of them, but also like to hit their like the tip of their toes. If you're really gonna hit them with a Helix rocket and they're in a duel. You could hit them center mass, but I mean, like I don't have the aim to do that. I don't know. I think he's fine. Visor's fine, but pretty much everybody just knows to just look at the Soldier and just fuck him when he activates it. So Sombra is like a Sombra's still pretty good. A good Sombra can be very scary. Can mess up team formations. Her EMP is crazy. The invisibility, obviously, she can still hack while invisible, but you got the detected thing. Yeah, I don't think I really need to talk about Sombra. This character is so weird to me. I'm putting Symmetra in C because the majority of it is her turrets and where people put them because people are annoying. And like her getting close to you, like playing tank and there's a sim around is fucking annoying. So I know for a fact my DPS aren't going to kill her, and I have to take my attention off of either dueling their tank or trying to get the supports to kill this one Symmetra, and it's really annoying. This character's just so weird. Those like big heavy projectiles like on her alt fire are slow. I'll put her in here. I guess whatever. It's my Torbjorn. He's okay. Turret gets crazy value, but again, people know shoot the turret. Duh. You could hear it. His up close he's actually pretty intimidating. I'll actually put Torb up here. I'll actually put Torb in B. Torb up close is actually pretty intimidating. especially with, you know, that overload where he gets the armor and speed buff and everything. Actually, Torbjorn's actually pretty decent. Actually, Tracer is like a good Tracer is like an S, but I'll put her in A. She's very squishy. Without her recall, she's kind of just left us kind of naked. Players know when to approach. If they're about to die, use their recall, and then if you still keep getting down, get out of the fight. It's pretty easy. But yeah, Tracer's good. Her damage isn't super crazy right now. They did like a small nerf recently. I don't know how I feel about Widowmaker. I don't. She makes this game really unfun to play in higher ranks. But lower ranks, she can just do a lot of nothing. She's this very high risk, high reward character, and I don't know. I don't know. Cause like, what does Widow have to offer the team besides like shooting somebody in their skull? Nothing. Like, the infrared vision's cool, but generally her abilities are very selfish. It's the teleport. It's the grappling hook thing or whatever. It's the mine. You know, I mean, Reaper has a similar situation where his abilities are kind of well, which is I don't know. Super unfun to play against, but also she's not like broken. It's just like her character innately rewards high accuracy. It's weird. Almost like a monster headache. I apologize. Sorry, I'm trying to push through this video. My brain's like on fire. Winston's like a B. I mean, dive tank. He can kind of cut off pretty much any DPS being kind of scary. He doesn't have the necessary damage to like kill them outright. Unless they like miss for some reason. He kind of plays around the inside and outside of his shield a lot. But I don't know. Winston's okay. Winston's all right. Is also okay-ish. Ball, I don't know about Ball either. Like, no one is scared of Ball. I mean, you have this dude, you have her, you have this one, you have fucking this one, you have this one. Like, Ball's not that scary. This one, you know what I mean? Ball's not that scary right now. This one, you know, Ball's just okay. Ball is just all right. I don't really have an opinion. Zarya right now is like a B. Yeah, she's like a B. I mean, the beam is pretty good, but if you're playing with people that know don't charge the fucking Zarya when her bubble's up, then she's not really that much of an issue. She can switch easily. Especially if said Zarya doesn't know how to manage her cooldowns, then yeah, you can pretty much have a better time. Her ult's good. Yeah, she's all right. And then Zen, I put Zen like an A. Zen has no movement abilities, but the amount of damage that a Zen can put out and mount, the effect that one Zen can have on an entire game is actually pretty underrated. You'll have a lot of teams be like, oh, heal diff. No, you literally just got out DPS because there's a Zen that you never took care of. I've had plenty of games where I will play Zen, I'll hide the backline or the midline, like in between. I will have like maybe 1-2 death, and like their supports will be like just trying to heal all this damage coming in, but like these discords, man, like 25% is huge. He's just so fucking wide with this hitbox, and like he's really easy to hit, doesn't have any movement abilities. He can be kind of left. If you get caught lacking, usually sometimes if you're not confident with your duels as Zen, you can just get eviscerated, annihilated. Sojourn, P's on him and all this other stuff. Just but Zen overall is pretty good. His transcendence on the launch of Overwatch 2 has actually gotten pretty a little undertuned. I would say I would maybe increase the rate in which you were getting healed like 50 or 75 because I mean like Diva Nuke will still instantly kill people. Junkrat's only kill people. Yeah, I would like something, maybe leave them like low, but yeah, I don't know. And that's actually it, man, for this tier list. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this tier list. These are kind of my tiers. Like I don't have any like crazy thoughts on them. Reinhardt and Brig are like at the bottom of the barrel. Genji's just kind of whatever. If I had to rate Genji, I'd probably put him like in here or something. These are my really like I don't knows. These are my I don't knows. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. Do you guys like the tier list? If you hate it, where would you put who? I know it's probably gonna get a little contentious. It's my opinion. Relax. It's not that serious. It's just. So yeah, I'm very tired. I'm trying to push through this video, but yeah, I'm exhausted right now. But yeah, just thank you guys so much for watching me at this video. We actually recently just hit 700 subscribers, and you guys are absolutely fantastic. I love you guys. Link to our Discord is in the description. Other than that, that's about all the time I have. It's me, your boy Daffy, guys. I will see you in the next episode. All right, peace.